Good morning. Good morning. Can you guys hear me? Apparently, talking last night, I lost my voice. More. Hi, Cupcake Girl, Java Lily, Don. Good morning. Can you guys hear me okay? Good morning, Angela. Yeah, it seems to have gotten worse from last night, but it is what it is. I'm still here. Gotcha, Cupcake Girl. Hot tea with lemon and honey. Thank you, Java. I'll see about getting that taken care of today. Shortly, maybe when I go have the windshield installed. Hot honey on a spoon. Never heard of that, Don, but I think we got honey here. Need some hot tea with honey. Okay. I think somebody, I think I saw somebody had honey here somewhere for people like me that are losing our voices. Good morning, Moonlighting 44. Uh, I put out a little short. You guys said you wanted to watch me eat breakfast. It's funny that ever since I started this YouTube on this laptop belonged to my ex-employer. It was brand new. He gave it to me. Meeting about to start. You going? Uh, Choctaw, I've seen you somewhere. Good morning, Choctaw County. It's going 9 o'clock. Uh, most, I can't live stream Choctaw yet, only on my PC laptop. So, uh, if I walked over there, I would have to shut you guys down. I'm not planning on keeping you online very long. I've got things to take care of this morning. But somebody had said, some people were saying they wanted to watch me eat breakfast. Well, FY, since I started YouTube, uh, I've had problems logging into this PC. Out of the 2 years that I had it, I never had a problem logging in. Never once, not even once. Never got kicked back. I must have attempted logging in, I would say 60 times this morning. Tap, 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 tap. Wrong password, wrong password, wrong password. Never before in the 2 years that I had the laptop that I get that notification wrong password. I've always been correct. I know what it is. It's not like as if I'm going to put in the wrong laptop. I believe it just said it updated Windows 10. Choctaw. I'm trying to drink some warm coffee to see if I can get. My voice is actually better. When I went to get my food, I had no voice. I mean, it was actually pretty much completely gone. Do you have antivirus on it? I'm not aware. Uh, Probably not. I mean, I would say no. I haven't purchased anything to put on it. Is there anything that's available somewhere that I can go get something? Also, pretty sure she's not in here right now. Uh, but I would like to put a shout out to Cindy. Cindy sent me a cash app last night. I did not see it, and so I didn't thank her. Araceli or Ari Led was the other one. I did thank them repeatedly, but I saw Cindy after I got offline, and oh, there, and made me feel bad that I didn't respond to her. So sounds like my voice wants to come back a little bit. That's good. So, Okay. Now hopefully she'll see this. It's tagged to her. Uh, but anyway, so I had a problem logging in, and I get done eating my breakfast. As you can see, my plate's now empty. But like I said, I did do a short uh, of what I was eating. I still have my bowl of fruit. Let's see, where do you see it? Right here. Fairly good sized bowl of fruit. I'm going to munch on that. Uh, Maybe that'll make me feel better, getting all this vitamin C. Got some pineapple. Looks like tangerine, but they have so many different names for that small, for the small orange anymore. I don't know exactly what it is. It actually tastes just like orange. Apple, pineapple slices, oranges, and it looks like there might be some grapefruit in it. Looks pretty good. I think I'll enjoy it. Go to the lower left hand button, go up to settings, and go to updates, and let it update the antivirus definition. Choctaw, it did a complete update last night when I shut it down. I don't know what all it was updating. If I do that while we're online, I can do it, right? Choctaw. I can do it while I'm online with you guys right now. Get some vitamin C, D3. Well, there's my vitamin C in my bowl of fruit. D3 is the sun for me. And zinc, it will help your immune system and feel better. I don't feel bad, Angela. I honestly feel totally fine. Uh, the voice, I think I lost the voice from the Thursday when we made the loop, when we went around the Beltway. I was screaming and hollering a lot. We stood on the side of the road and I was waving at people and thanking them and screaming at the top of my lungs pretty much. I think that's why I lost my voice. And then yesterday, last night, being live streaming for 5 hours, I think that kind of finished it off for me. If you're having coughing, pineapple juice, maybe a tablespoon or two will suppress your cough naturally. That's good to know. But Chuck, while right now being online, I'm guessing you heard me, Choctaw. What's the VPN, Java Lily? Look at that. My voice is trying to come back. You guys are speaking a foreign language to me. VPN, I have no clue. The voice usually healed quickly. I've been working with practices singing seriously for 19 years. That's good to you're the artist, Martin. We were talking last night. Okay, take care. Yes, thank you, Angela. No, I feel totally fine. It's just my voice. I don't get sick most often. When I didn't have a voice yesterday, I was very surprised because that only happens to me after concerts, and I haven't been to a concert in years. 2 years for sure, if you know what I mean. I've only got 5 people watching, 4 now, but 14 likes. Thank you guys. Where the heck did my napkin go? And I'm also drinking a warm cup of mud. Coffee. Oh, almost dropped my food. Come in. Virtual private network. Okay. That slows down your data some, but it keeps you from outsiders getting to you. Okay, Choctaw, you're answering me. So can I do the settings, antivirus updates while online with you guys right now? Because I'll go ahead and do it if I can. We have Wi-Fi out here, so it runs pretty quick. If you guys are more interested in going and listening to what's going on in the meeting, I totally understand. I have no problem with that. Good morning, Kelly. I have no problem with that. If you guys want to go somewhere else, uh, I don't know, say something here. I'll shut down. Let you guys go in. Be interested over there. The voice of reason, sleep. The both everything to be. I want everything whole. Everything is whole. So it's, somebody made a comment to me the other day out of the blue. Kind of surprised me. Did you hear about the Taylor Hawkins drummer of Foo Fighters just passed? Uh, Sorry, Martin. Not a fan. Uh, but sorry to hear anybody's passing is a tragedy, in my opinion. Unless they're a pedophile, then I don't care. But you know how I feel. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. But life is what it is. We can't change it. We can't change it. We live and we die. We live on borrowed time at the moment of birth. At that point, we start borrowed time. It's a given. Going to meeting. Sorry, see you, Carrie. That's fine. I understand. Brave is the most private browser, VPN, and email available at this time. Brave, never even heard of that. He got the clot shut. And they had segregated concerts where the unvaxxed were not allowed. Yes, that's part of why my comment was I'm not a fan. Java Lily. I knew those things, and that's why I'm not a fan. Uh, but they're always on tour, Colombia, only 50 years old. Well, they've we've been warned many times to stay away from the jab. If we chose to get it, we either sealed our own fate or we're totally fine and we get sick anyway. So, yeah, karma, Joe Lily. I feel that way too. I try not to be negative in situations. So that's why my comment was not a fan. And I kind of left it that way. Left it that way. Life is to be discovered. Sleep. I'm missing the end of your type there, moonlighting. I don't know what it was. Don't like to speculate. They made fun of and insulted the unvaxxed. Yes, Java Lily, I did hear. I did hear some of the things that were being said. It wasn't. I know I watched a Foo Fighter concert on my TV back in 2007. I enjoyed it. They did very well. I really liked the drummer, and I thought David Grohl was a good guy. Turned to find out that David Grohl isn't such a good guy, nor is the majority of the band. So, I mean, you pick your fate if you go and you dare try to get the jab, in my opinion. I've heard so many different things. There's three different batches. You can get the good batch, which is basically just a placebo. You can get the intermediate batch, which is basically going to affect your body over time. Or you can get the third batch, which supposedly is a death shot. I don't know. But those are the things I've heard. I stay away from it anyway, so I don't care. I'm not going to take it. I'll never take it. That plain and simple. Oh, it even had a banana in it. Guess I should use my fork. Maybe. I don't know. I'd rather eat with my fingers. The solitary slice of banana that I have in my fruit bowl, and it sucked. It had absolutely no sweet to it at all. Uh, I don't know what it was. Don't like to speculate. Don't worry about the jab if you got it or not. There is a way around it. Wait till y'all all find out. I know about the detox, taking Epsom salt baths with some bacon, different things like that. For me, that's just basically a soaking bath. I've done those as an adult for quite some time when I had my own home. V protested at the MSG show. What's the MSG show, Java Lily? So it was protested for or against at the MSG. Hi, I'm Kate. Ocio Libre. Somebody told me that's Freebird. Kate, is that correct? Ocio Libre. I guess it's French. I actually heard he was against it, but it was only a YouTube video. And wouldn't it be difficult touring South America without? That's the gist of it, Martin. That's why. And then there's, and then they're mandating that the only people that could attend their concerts were those that were vaxxed. Uh, they didn't want the unvaxxed in their concert. That's the way I heard it. So my assumption would be he was vaxxed. They were all vaxxed. Unless, uh, do as I say, not as I do attitude was their part, which we know there's plenty of them. Well, those were pieces of grapefruit. What's so lieber? What's so lieber? Okay, I see it, and because of my background, I read it as Ocio Libre, but I understand. What's so lieber? What's so lieber? What's would it be Wusso Liber or Wusso Liber? Wusso Liber. Okay, it's cool. All right, thanks for clarifying that. And nice to meet you, Kate. Now that I see your Kate, because I've seen you on my chat and I've seen you in Charlotte's chat. Thanks for saying hi. Started by a father of an injured child. He's out of California. That vaccine education group. Is that what you're talking about, Java? His son was paralyzed. I don't. I'm assuming you guys heard Mike Landis a couple of days ago, a few days ago, where he had traveled to California. Uh, yes, thank you. Nice to meet you. Where he had to travel to California to meet a congressman of California, Democrat. So that was our first uh, crossing over the aisle, I guess you could say. But anyway, Mike Landis, the one that drives the cab over, he flew out to California because the families couldn't come to see us here or come to see him here for the meeting. So he went over there because two of the parents, families that were there, both their children are suffering paralysis, and one of them's having to learn how to re-walk completely. They, I guess, they lost all the. They probably had atrophy or something in their muscles, and the muscles forgot how to walk, so they were going to have to learn that. And that's why he flew all the way over there on their dime, somebody else's dime. But they asked him to come over there to meet with the congressman and those families and some nurses and doctors. And he said it was a very productive meeting. But again, what politicians do the best, they did. They kind of tell you what you want to hear and just leave the rest up to chance. So, but it was still a good step in the right direction. Soon, all y'all will know too. We a fork in the road depends. Will one away we go sleep? I don't understand that. MUCO dash L. to see everything or everything. One see both everything for one F-Zero R11, one in the booth. Uh, I was going to say something earlier. Somebody had made a comment to me and asked me what my blood type was. Well, they asked me, uh, is your blood type O negative or just O? Yes, my blood type is O negative. And to this day, it's pure blood. You may need mods. Yes, Kate. Uh, Yesterday was my first live stream, and a couple of people had mentioned that. Good morning, Jason. Great to see you live again. Great to see you, Jason. Great to see you here. Thank you. O blood types have protective qualities against SARS-CoV-2. Oh, really? I hadn't heard that. I know that my youngest daughter has not gotten sick at all, and she's to put it mildly, a liberal uh, of her own of her own choice. But she hasn't been sick. Her all of her siblings and their significant others all got COVID because of her mom and her mom's boyfriend on Christmas. I just spoke to her. That was my youngest daughter that I told you guys I spoke to yesterday for the first time in almost a year. And she told me she never got sick. She hasn't been sick from the virus at all. She's also O negative like I am. My firstborn, Frankie the third, he is AB positive, I think, because of his mom, and he got corona. Go figure. Almost makes sense now, doesn't it? Not really, but you know what I mean. Hey, Gary, it's you again from Humboldt. Glad to see you, bud. Thanks for being here. RH blood types as well. What's RH? I don't. Yeah, I don't think I know what that is. I went through the Rolodex to try to figure it out. Sorry, y'all enjoying me seeing me eat my fruit. Java Lily, go to my YouTube or go to my email and send me some information over there. FrankieBobby65 at yahoo.com. True. My youngest daughter, I would have to say, is mildly obese, if not obese. I don't know. She's like 5'5". I don't know what her weight is, but she's heavy. Not real heavy, but she's heavy. It was so wonderful to see her yesterday. I cried. I got all the info you need. Been an activist for 16 years. Yeah, I'd seen where you had written something like that previously, Java. Uh, there's so much information out there. I've been reading doctor's literature probably for the past 20 years. My youngest daughter, when she was born, right around 16 months, between 12 to 16 months, she had not gained any body mass, weight, height, length of anything. Everything measured the exact same. They took her in, did a lot of testing on her, and they believed that she was CF, cystic fibrosis. We took it to our church that we were uh, members of at the time, and everybody prayed very, very heavily about it. After being scared with a possibility of cystic fibrosis for almost a month with all the testing that was going on, finally they had a test that came back, and it winded up being, I think it changed, but it winded up being allergies. She was allergic to everything: dogs, cats, nuts, tree nuts, uh, corn, soy, red dye 40, and the list just went on and on and on. I think they did like 132 different tests on her, and she was like 98 allergic to those things. 98 of them. It was insane. My two daughters' mother had an ongoing illness. They gave her the shot. She passed away on March 4th. She was in her early 50s. Sorry to hear that, Gary. Sad situations. And I feel like those that are more immunocompromised are probably the ones that are dying easier. And I don't think that's cool. I don't. When I say that, it really hurts in my heart to say something. Because I've always been the type of person, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. But in this time and era in our lives, I think that any and all information that can be shared and should be said out loud. So those that might still not believe or might still feel indifferent over what it is that we're dealing with can hear. And it might not be my voice that will wake somebody up. It might be somebody else's. But if my voice manages to wake up one individual in this whole live stream scenario that I'm doing right now, I would consider that a blessing and a win. And it's up to God to make up those decisions, not me. But I feel like that would be a blessing and a win for me if only one person heard what I had to say and it changed their minds, or at least enlightened them so that they were more aware of the situation. I guess you could say they would have better situational awareness, would be a good way to put it. Uh, you missing the meeting. I'm not traveling with them today, Richard. Uh, at, I have an appointment today to do something else, so I won't be traveling with them. So I'm not. It's not that I'm not interested in what they have to say. It's cold outside. I promised you guys that I would come live and eat, so I'm trying to do that. And so yeah, uh, tomorrow, tomorrow I will be involved in the meeting, and then again on Monday. Tonight I'll be involved in the meeting more than likely. I might have to shut down for a while to go to the meeting or carry my laptop, one or the other. My mother has been an RN for 40 years, and after I started sharing the info with her, she came around. Well, that's good to hear, Java Lily. That's very good to hear because there are nurses and doctors that don't uh, because they have that status. They believe they know better, and they're not. They're unwilling to listen to anybody else. In most instances, thankfully, your mom. It was meant that your mom heard you. That was a good thing. Thanks for sharing that, Java. Much appreciated. And the final comment there was she now practices homeopathic medicine. That's awesome. So, do any of you guys use Safe Chat platform? I had a couple of people yesterday asking about Telegram. They all get sucked into the medical industrial complex. The MIC has many more meanings than what people think. It's no longer just the military industrial complex. It's also medical. I don't think we understood that early. Wow. Mm. That was probably the most sour green apple I think I've ever chewed before in my life. I like eating sour apple stuff, candies, hard candies, gum, stuff like that. But I never had an apple that was that doggone sour. I mean, it was tart, believe me. Look at you guys, 14 people watching. That's crazy. It's crazy. You guys are cool. Again, I won't be on here a lot this morning. I just had told you guys last night that I would come on. So that y'all know, I woke up at, I think when my eyes opened, there was still no light in the sky. It was about 5:45, 5:35, somewhere around there. I don't remember. I just briefly looked at the clock and said, I'm going to roll over and go back to sleep. Couldn't go back to sleep. So here I am with you guys again. That's why I came over. That's why I ran out, grabbed my breakfast. Told you guys I'd be here around 9. Ran out, grabbed my breakfast, come back, couldn't get the computer to start up. I had to eat my breakfast. It was already ice cold. It was just enjoyable ice cold as it was, I'm sure, had it been hot. Do you watch the High Wire on Thursday? What is the High Wire? I don't know what the High Wire is. So apparently, no to your question. What is it? Wow, that coffee is strong this morning. Especially when you're eating sweet fruit. As y'all can see, I'm definitely a Cowboys fan. If you don't like it, sorry. Get over it. That's who I am. That's what I like. I had a story about that. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and tell you real quick. So, back when I was growing up, we had what were called console televisions. They sat on the floor in a cabinet, and the picture tube was in the middle. And they weighed a ton. They were heavy as all get out. But my dad says whenever I was about 16 months old, 14, 16 months old, I want information. I can't as the organization they have. They've sued in one case against the NIH and FDA. Okay, I've heard of ICANN, and I have known about their cases. I've read about some of them. So anyway, he said I was like 14, 16 months old. I was just learning how to talk. And he said I would run by the TV, and if there was a football game on that he was watching, whether it be the Cowboys or not, I would stand right in front of the TV and jump up and down with my arms in the air, screaming, "Go Cowboy, go Cowboy." And it wasn't even the Cowboys playing, but he said, I've been a fan all my life of the Dallas Cowboys. And he used to have to scream and holler at me to get me out from in front of the TV because I was just standing there jumping up and down. That's too funny. So when people ask me, how long have you been a Cowboy fan? All my life is my response. Dell was involved in the movie, Dell Bigtree. I've heard that name, I believe, but I haven't heard of the High Wire. I've heard of ICANN. There was also, I don't know if any of y'all saw, there was also information that came out from the UK in reference to, similar to our VAERS report here for the CDC in the United States, but it's got a different ring, different name over in, good morning, Linderburn. That is hard for me to say because I want to say Linda Byrne. But good morning, Linderburn. I'm paying attention. We're going back now. Y'all? I remember that first time you was asked. Okay. Uh, but I know I've heard that name, Del Bigtree, before. I've done a lot of reading since I was out of work. And for those of you that are on here that may be new today, that doesn't look like anybody, so I think you're okay. What the heck just happened? Rutro. What happened? Hmm. My chat's freaked out. Okay, there we go. That was weird. Former producer of the show, The Doctors, worked on Dr. Phil, and then he woke up. Del Bigtree woke up. That's what you're saying? Because personally, I think Phil is a pedophile, but that's my own personal opinion. Contacted my state rep. Good for you, Jason Carney. Good for you. suggested he make light of the Freedom Convoy and try to get involved. Jason, where are you at? What state? And the only reason why I asked the question, you don't have to tell me, but I wanted to let you know, uh, this whole this whole thing that we're doing here and what we're asking the states to do is it's the People's Convoy, not the Freedom Convoy. The Freedom Convoy was a different organization group. If I'm not mistaken, the Freedom Convoy was the organization group that began in Canada. But our convoy here is solely called the People's Convoy. That's who we're affiliated. That's our affiliation. We are one and one. There are no others except for those that are starting down at the state levels now. And like one of the organizers said last night on the stage, we want to keep it up to where it's the People's Convoy / the state that you're from. So, like I'm in Virginia right now, or I'm in Hagerstown, but I live in Virginia right now. So, if I wanted to begin something at my state capital down in Richmond, I would use the People's Convoy / Virginia. Just FYI, that's what was being said last night. That's the way I understood it. If I'm incorrect in that and making that call, I'm sure somebody would call me out. But I'm usually pretty correct. Just checking on you. Good morning, Deb Russell. How are you doing today? Thanks for coming and checking on me. Hey, Plausible, you made it. I didn't see you last night. Good to see you here today, bud. You're sounding like Jersey J with that raspy voice. I don't know who Jersey J is, just so you guys know. I've heard his name. I know he's out here. There's a few people I haven't met, like I believe one of the other ones is Ripped 33. Some of you mentioned OTR. I haven't met him personally either. Going to try Mike just as well. Rip up from New Jersey, also in the medical freedom movement. Awesome. Good to hear. You guys keep it up. Whatever you can do, on your state level. It's an absolute necessity that we continue this. I'm assuming you guys heard that we have a movement in all 50 states right now that is pertaining to the People's Convoy. It was announced last night. He was very excited about it. But yes, we have movements in all 50 states that are called the People's Convoys / their state. And we're pretty damn excited about that. That's a wonderful thing to know and or hear. I know it made me feel good whenever I heard him announce it last night. I contacted Assemblyman Jamal Hawley, Dim from New Jersey, who works with RFK Jr. in the medical freedom movement. Okay. So you're up there in the Jersey area, Java. Uh, Java, going to try Mike to, okay. Jason Carney, Wisconsin. Yes, Wisconsin needs to do something. Dadgummit, they've already come up that there was uh, bad elections up there. I can't believe that they won't call it or decertify. That's what we need is decertification at this point. Everything needs to be decertified. I have understood it correct that Fauci has had the same job since 1984. That is correct, Martin. He's I call him a leprechaun. We'll just leave it at that. I can't stand the dude myself. Uh, in case nobody has noticed, he's disappeared. I believe the last date that he was shown in public. I don't know why, but I hear a lot of things. Uh, I don't know why he hasn't been in public, but they say either the date was February 24th was the last time anybody saw him in public, or it was February 22nd. One of those two dates. Now we're talking over a month, more than 30 days ago, and nobody has seen him. What's going on with that? Internet people, where are you at? Oh, okay. Uh, but hey, Plausible, I just wanted to give you a shout out and say thanks for showing up over here. Like I said, I didn't see you last night. I did a 5-hour stream last night. My first stream, and you missed it. But now I'm here for a second one, so I got a few shorts up on my YouTube as well. They all getting eliminated. Oh, we definitely want to believe that Moonlighting 44. Uh, I've been, I've got fingers, all my fingers crossed, toes crossed. I mean, I'm everything. Uh, that be the case. Moonlighting 44, because these people do not deserve to continue breathing my air or the children's air that they're trying to kill. In my opinion, personally, I want to see them hang from the gallows. I think that they'd put it on pay per view. I think that the public would pay for it, and they might be able to cover the deficit that the United States is under right now just by doing that in pay per view. But that's my own personal opinion, of course. We have, if you work with your network in a position like that so soon, until you're 80, you got too much power. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. The man, I've heard, Martin, that the man's never even treated a patient before in his life, but he's considered a doctor. I don't understand that. Some people are placed in positions that don't belong there. Kamala Harris, for one, uh, Walensky, whatever that, is it Michelle Walensky, whatever her name is. I don't pay attention to a lot of these people's names because I can't stand them. If I see them on some of the platforms that I follow, if I see their face, I just keep scrolling. I might read the comments underneath it, maybe see what somebody might have to say about what was said in the article or something. But I can't stand to listen to their voices. It's just it's a cringe moment for me. I mean, and it's really cringe, guys. Believe me. Uh, Most people don't bother me, but for some reason these people do. People say it's because I'm not from their ranks. I'm of a different aura, and I would never be able to get along with them anyway. We have something going on in Wisconsin. Suggest you ride with them. Good. I want something to happen in Wisconsin. I hope something for the better happens in Wisconsin. Never believe you either know or you don't. Fact. That's one thing that uh, YK. If you know, you know. A lot of people, a lot of people aren't going to know whenever it happens. Whenever something, whatever it is going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I can't say what's going to happen. I wished I knew. I wished I had a crystal ball that I could go look in and tell you guys that everything's going to be okay. But in retrospect, what I really feel like saying is that it might get worse before it gets better. And that's probably the most negative you'll ever hear me speak. But the possibility is there, and I don't want to try to make somebody feel comfortable when there's a good possibility that they might be very, very uncomfortable in the days, weeks, months, and/or years to come. Because then I would be falsifying information. Because if I don't know 100% for sure, I'm not going to share it with you. I can share my advice, I can share my thoughts, I can share my thinking. But if I don't know 100% for sure, uh, I'll make sure that you're aware that it is not necessarily truthful information. It was hearsay more than anything. Everything to me is hearsay. Everything I read, everything I see, when I read it and I see it, I understand it. And the clarity is given to me, I guess, at that point. But I have to read it in order to be clear on it. And good morning, Lizzie Joey. Good to see you again, 58. So you're in California. Cool. Oh, man, it's bright and early over there. It's 6:30 or 5:30 in the morning. Bright and early in California. Thanks for getting up and joining us, Lizzie. And Lizzie, Lizzie, so you know, my voice has actually come back some because it was completely gone this morning. When I told them what I wanted for breakfast, they couldn't even hear me. She had to lean over the table, and I had to lean back. We met at the halfway point, and it was like whispering in her ear. Fauci lied under oath many times. Yes, he did. Long before all this COVID nonsense. Yes, he has. He lied about the MMR causing encephalopathy. encephalopathy in children, even though it is noted as a possible adverse effect. That is very true. Uh, that MMR, my daughter, my oldest daughter took it, and I feel like that might be a possibility why she still hasn't been able to become pregnant. But that's my personal opinion. Think you missed the morning meeting? Yes, I did. I wasn't planning on going to the morning meeting. Not that I'm not interested in the information that they would be given. More so the fact that I'm not going to be able to convoy with them today, so it almost doesn't pertain to me because that's the gist or the a lot of what they say. If I really want to go and listen to the morning meeting, I can go back and watch a live stream of one of the other live streamers that were up there. My niece went cross-eyed. Now wears corrective lenses. I've heard of that before, Java. I've heard that. I've heard of that happening to children before. Uh, it's. I'm appalled. I'm appalled at how vaccines are so freely given. How parents so freely have their children take them. I have a clip or I have a picture. If I have it let me see if I can find it in my phone real quick. And it shows what the picture wants to show is all the vaccines that a child is given from birth up to I guess their early years. Uh, and what they look like with every individual syringe plunged into the body. Have any of y'all seen that? It's almost a grotesque picture to watch to see a child uh, that children are given that many vaccines. It's insane. I keep saying that word. I'm hearing that that word is no longer being squashed on YouTube. Can anybody confirm that? Because if so, I'm gonna make a real strong attempt at trying not to use that term on my life. But I'm hearing that it's really not frowned upon anymore. But I don't know for sure myself. Sorry guys if you kind of hear me and then don't hear me. My voice keeps going back and forth, and I'm trying to find that picture because it would be very interesting to show you guys if y'all haven't seen it. I think I saved it. I think I screenshotted it, but I don't see it anywhere. And it almost looks like I lost some pictures. Well, I downloaded them into my laptop so that my phone would free up. Sorry, guys, I wasn't watching chat. Let me see what we got here. My niece, okay, has read that. We'll call one. Are y'all left? Use. We'll have to think about it. Other one, other half just knows. Okay, I think I'm starting to see what you're encryptedly writing, moonlighting. Just knows. So soon, y'all all will know too. I'm curious as to who you are, moonlighting. Where are you at? You end up in Canada? Java Lily, there is no test done to see who is vulnerable to adverse effects from them. One size does not fit all. That's correct. And right now, the human population, the human race, are the guinea pigs. I guess they couldn't find enough guinea pigs to try to run that many tests, so they decided to use the human race. 72 doses of 16 shots from birthday. Wow. Wow. 72 shots. That's incredible. When we had our children, uh, she took care of all the doctors' meetings and everything else. I didn't know what all was going on. I know that when I was young, we had, I don't know, a few shots, but to hear 72 over 16 shots is just insane. 72 doses of crap that they put into the body of a child. Yeah, right. I know that you can get like 5 shots in one injection from the as a child. They load up the syringe with all the shots at once. My daughter is 25. She had one. She had a bad reaction, and she's also losing her hair. So no more for her. She's also not getting her children taken care of. And well, unfortunate for your daughter, Liz Joe. Very unfortunate for your daughter. It's unfortunate when people have to learn that way. Uh, but I guess if those people didn't learn, we wouldn't know any better. Is another way to look at it. Uh, but children, no. What one of the things that troubles me is that my sister, the oldest of our family, I'm the middle child. That my sister believes she lost her son, her firstborn. She had 8 kids, 7 living, and her firstborn. She believes that one of the injections, one of the shots that he received, baby shots, whatever you want to call them, one of the shots that he received had created him to get leukodystrophy. It was very well known. This was early '80s. It was very well known that leukodystrophy was caused by the polio vaccine. So she's been against vaccines uh, since the '80s. And I want to say, because she was on the front lines, she's a respiratory therapist. She was probably one of the first ones standing in line getting her jab. Unbelievable to me. Unbelievable to me. But, you know, you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make them drink. And I'm not going to say that they bad mouthed me for refusing, but I know that there was no love loss from them to me uh, because I chose not to. My brother didn't care. When my sister found out, it was almost as if she didn't want me in her home. Her choice. We're all adults. She kicked me out of her life many years ago over a stupid incident. Well, actually, it wasn't a stupid incident, but she kicked me out of her life many years ago. After 5 years of her not communicating with me, I communicated with her that we had our last child, my wife and I, and just so happened that she was pregnant. She was in her 8th month of pregnancy with her now only boy that's alive. She's had 6 girls, 2 boys. The oldest boy passed away at 5 years of age. So yeah. Anyway, Vancouver, British Columbia. I thought you were in BCR. I thought you were up in Canada. Yeah. Thanks for answering. Thinks his name is Brian. He seems very nice, but a bit inexperienced in becoming a center of attention. That can be like a drug up in there. Did I miss something there on that comment, Martin? Oh, uh, if you're talking about Brian, our organizer, one of our organizers, as there are a few, that is correct. He does not want to be the center of attention. Everybody wants to put him in the spotlight because of who he is, what he's done, the way he speaks. Everybody feels comfortable with him. He was kind of like the only individual that dared to speak up when this whole ordeal arose over in Adelanto, from what I'm being told. He didn't want to be the center of attention. He's become the center of attention. He doesn't want to be called a leader. We call him our leader, and we don't mean that in a way that we're going to follow you till death, till we die or whatever. He's a leader in the manner that he is the outspoken one, and we look to him for information. So those that share information are usually leaders, and he doesn't want to be that person, but he doesn't have a choice anymore. He was called to do it. He's there. I think he's kind of recognizing that now, and he is. He's a very nice individual. He's a little. Watch out when you open that door, man. He's starting to come around to it, but he'll be all right. And Brian Brazzi is his name. Brase. Brian Brazzi. You might want to tell us what the name of your next channel will be, just in case I take you down. Frankie Bobby too. Uh, there's a possibility that could happen, Brenda. Uh, yeah, Frankie Bobby too. If anything were to happen to this, maybe even Frankie Bobby Jr. So if anything ever happens to this channel, just so you guys know, it would either be Frankie Bobby 2 or Frankie Bobby Jr. because before my dad passed away, I was a junior.
My phone died. Like right here, I said something and I was in the middle of fucking saying something. My phone died. I said, I just crawled back here. I'll give it a few minutes and then I'll take a peek and look and see what. All right, so I gotta find it.
None of yours is talking to me, shouting at me through the window. At least he's not throwing snacks at me. You might have told me. Okay, so you got that right, Brenda. Frankie Bobby 2 or Frankie Bobby Jr. And no study has ever been done to show the safety of the shots combined. Okay, you're right. That is correct. Very correct. I'm online already. Why?
Do you have a charger?
Yeah.
Will you plug it in, please?
Which one you got?
The little one.
I don't have.
I got a cord.
I don't have it. Give me a cord. Yeah, I don't have that one. Give me a cord. I do, but it's like 2 inches long. You might want to show us. Okay, and no study has ever been done to show the safety of the shots combined. Yeah, that'll work.
Thank you very much. I apologize for interrupting.
Hey, no problem. Ain't nothing but a thing, dude. Nothing but a thing. If I can see. Oh, it's completely dead. Right? Yeah, 4%. Here's a good question for you guys. When the shots first started coming out, for the coof, I call it the coof. When this injection was first coming out, how often did they say that it had to be kept at below normal temperatures? They were going to have to send freeze trucks around the country to disperse the jab to anybody that wanted it. They were going to have to use the military. They were going to have to do this. They were going to have to do that. Whatnot. And I saw a little piece of a video this morning where it says they're trying to inject the whole population of the world, which is give or take 8 million. I've heard 7.8 billion people. So they rounded it up. They used the number 8 billion people. So if they're going to do 8 billion people, give them shots, 3 shots each, that's 24 billion shots that have to be made. It says that if every manufacturer of a shot worked on it and produced 1 shot a second, it would take them 32 years to make 1 billion injections. 1 billion. Not 24 billion, 1 billion injections. 32 years. Where the hell did all these shots come from? Can anybody answer that question? Because I've heard this scenario before. A lot of people, you see something, it goes away, people don't jump on it, so they leave it alone, and next thing you know, nobody's talking about it or anything like that. And then when it pops back up, like I commented on that uh, scenario whenever it was posted again this morning. It's probably like the third or fourth time that I've read it. And I asked him, I said, well, my question to you is what happened to it had to be kept below zero temperatures or whatever it was. Sorry if you see me spit. You would have to keep it below zero temperatures in order for it to be an effective vaccine at the point that it was injected. Things just don't make sense, guys, and people don't see it. They think we're crazy. We're the conspiracy theorists. I don't think I've ever been a conspiracy theorist in my life because everything's always come to fruition. Go figure. You might want to. Okay. No studies ever been done. Before 86, there were only 5 shots. After 1989, it escalated to what it is now. That's kind of the way I understood it too, Gemma, because I know that I know I didn't receive that many shots as a child. Not that I can remember. I do have one of the boosters that I received tore my arm when I was a kid, and I still have that mark today. Doctors are licensed to kill, no questions asked. Yeah, except for what was that man's name? The one that wanted to legally kill somebody because she wanted to legally die. They locked his ass up. What was his name? Anybody remember? Well, visits are only output shots. Yes, they are. 10 o'clock. 3. My family won't come near my kids and grandkids be used. We chose not to be vaccinated. Um, it saddens me to hear that, Lizzie, Joey. It saddens me to read that. Uh, I know a lot of families that are having to deal with the same situation. It's, in my opinion, it's immoral of people to feel that way. But those are the people. Just remember, those are the people that are going to need the most help when truth comes to fruition, because it's going to come. And you being who you are, Lizzie Joey, and standing in the front lines with us as we continue to fight this ever increasing fear mongering that the government is pushing upon everybody in the world. In my opinion, we're the ones that were chosen to stand in the front line for those that that don't believe and don't understand what it is that we're going through. And we're the ones that are going to be there to help pick up the pieces of those that are going to be totally lost and life to come. Uh, I don't know if it happens in our lifetime. I don't know if it happens in a day, week, month, year, whatever. But I honestly believe that all of us were put here to help console and to help clarify that which we know with those that do not know and do not understand. And I always remember, no matter how your family feels towards you and the children and whatnot, uh, I hope that the time comes when they will gleefully welcome you guys back with open arms. And you're willing to accept them back and forgive them. Because that's what it's going to come down to. A lot of forgiveness is going to come around. It's going to be hard. But that's why we're here. That's why we need to remain strong and continue to support each other like we do here on live chat. I'm here to answer some of your questions. I'm here to answer questions. I'm here to give you information. I'm here to whatever I can do to try to help console those that are still on the fence. I mean, I'm on the fence about a lot of things, but I can still see straight. And unfortunately, a lot of people can't. What happened to your voice, Frankie? Could it be the 5 hour stream last night? I heard Cash Patel was in charge of YouTube now. Don't know if it's true. Really, I hadn't heard that. Well, I lost my voice yesterday whenever I live streamed, Brenda. I think I was kind of like I am today. This morning when I first got up, it was completely gone. It was like I was whispering to everybody. When I opened up the screen, it took me almost an hour to finally get online because my computer wouldn't open. Kept telling me wrong password. It's the same password I put in it from day one. But anyway, I believe it probably added to the screaming and hollering that I was doing on Thursday in the convoy, and it probably added to it yesterday. Uh, Talking with you guys for 5 hours, but my voice has come back a lot better. Ask anybody that was here first thing this morning when I opened up. I think some of y'all could barely hear me. Frankie, I just arrived in Maui last night for vacation. Awesome, dude. We'll be here for a couple of weeks. I'll be checking in time. Good to see you made it live. Rest the voice, brother. Aloha. Well, plausible deniability. Thank you very much. And hey, man, enjoy your vacation, dude. That's awesome to be able to be in uh, Hawaii right now while we're over here at 45 degrees. The wind's blowing slightly, not too hard this morning. I think our real temp and real feel is probably right around 45, 44 degrees. But yeah, so it's not too cold here this morning. I slept very well last night for the few hours that I did sleep. I tell you guys, I don't sleep much sometimes. Excuse me. Sometimes I can sleep forever, but I always wind up with a headache. And I only do that, well, if I take a muscle relaxer, somebody was talking about muscle relaxers last night. I take a Flexeril. If I take a Flexeril, whether it be half a pill or a whole pill, it will knock me out for 12 hours. About it, I have no say so. It will knock me out and I will sleep. So that might be my Tuesday night gamut when I get off of work. Go straight to the house, or maybe even pop it on driving down the highway, and that way, because it normally takes effect after 2 hours, and it will lay me out for 12 hours. So if I take it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, no, it'd probably have to be closer to four. Get it? Nah, I'm gonna have to work on that. Figure out how I'm gonna make that happen so that I can get some good rest. Be prepared for a work week, which I haven't done in forever. The most work I've gotten is in the past 3 weeks that I've been here, part of the convoy, and it's just because there's a lot of walking that is involved, as you've heard other streamers talk about, and that's probably the most of the activity that I've had in a long time. Yes, gotcha. Rock on, dude. Enjoyed your earlier wide tube spots and wish you best of luck, sir. God bless you. You're a good guy, and anyone who matters knows it best. Thank you, Cicero. Cicero Gilgamesh. Thank you. A very, very nice compliment. Much appreciated. Careful who you worship. He is like Pat King in Canada. Do or die for Cabal. Y'all seeing it live. Uh, there's only one person I worship, and that's my God. Period. Moonlighting. Nobody comes before God. I told my son in the parking lot that day we had an argument over the vaccine. I told my son in the parking lot, I said, "There's God and then there's me. Nobody comes before me, other than God. Period." And he was almost taken aback, and then he realized that he fell right below that because he is my child. They are my children. I told him, I said, "It's God, me, my children, and my country." And I think he was taken aback by my uh, saying that out loud in his presence because I don't think I've ever said something like that in front of my children.
Tell him to throw. He just ran to the bottom. Breakfast this time. I'm hungry. Hey, you did see, Brenda, that I'm eating my fruit, right? I had a good breakfast this morning with pineapple. I had two slices of French toast, a slice of Canadian bacon ham, or Canadian bacon, however you want to look at it. I call it ham, a sausage patty, and a large slice of bacon with scrambled eggs and syrup, of course, and then my fruit bowl. And it was pretty good. Char's live. She's on her way finally. Tell him to throw breakfast. I had a severe eye injury, had surgery, went back home. Drove 5 hours to go back to the post surgery appointment. They kicked me out because I refused to wear a mask. Damn their bad luck. I had fear that it would reinfect the eye. I'm hoping, I'm guessing this happened recently, Jason. Uh, I'll pray for you, guy. Hope that you don't have problems with your eye. Screw the doctors. Bunch of fear mongers. Check out the Georgia Guidestones. Yes, I know about those, Gary. Plan is written in stone. They want a world population to be 500 million. Yes, I know. I know. Uh, I've known about those stones even before they were ever placed in Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. You're catching on. Thank you. Yes, I've lost friends because of all these conspiracy theories, as they call them. Yeah, it's funny how it's a conspiracy theory because it's not part of their narrative. But once it, oh, I see Charlotte. She just arrived. She just got out of her car. She's about, I don't know, a football field away from me. She knows Zoe. Okay. Oh, yeah, you guys told me to go see OTR also, right? You're better off not being around the recently injected Pfizer. It's self replicating, it's self spreading by their own admission through bodily fluids and skin to skin contact. I've heard that, Jabba Lily, and I saw a TikTok clip of a lady who has some kind of a deficiency in her body, and it would make her severely ill to the point of throwing up, even balled over in the fetal position from stomach aches and muscle cramps and stuff like that. A very scary situation. Is it the vaccines doing it? We don't know. I mean, it just so happened to be around people that had taken the jab that she felt this way around. And she said she could start walking up on the person and feel that negative energy that is being cast out of their body because of that coof jab. I thank God my family is awake. Good for you, Brenda, because I'm thankful that my kids are awake. My family, my kids. It's the rest of my family, my extended family. They they're all sheep led to slaughter, in my opinion. I pity them. I pray for them all the time. I always feel like God protects those that I love, and I always feel like God protects my family because it's almost hard to say because of me, but I pray for them all the time. So it very well could be because of me. But yeah, I feel for my family, and I hope that one day that I will be in their homes explaining to them what it is that just transpired in the world. Lamar, she does. We went over this last night. Go ahead, Charlotte. She knows. So, are you getting too cold in that truck at night? No, not even a little bit. Last night, last night was the first night I did not wake up and turn on the truck because it was too cold. And I've done that before. Oh shit! I need to leave the truck on because I got the computer plugged in right now. Yeah, I have one of those inverters to. Oh, it says it's at 99%, so I'm gonna turn it off. Uh, wow, but the screen got darker. Now it's almost hard for me to read. Uh, are you getting too cold? No. We all came. We all came out of the womb. We all know nothing. We all knew nothing. You could. What's that? Oh, sorry. What's this? Where'd you get it? Oh, dude, awesome. Where'd you get it at?
Oh, sorry, I'm out of breath a little bit. The information. I ran into a bunch of people out there. Just trying to get my laundry.
Okay. I thought I saw you carrying your laundry. Everybody else asking for a pocket constitution, and I just received it from none of yours. Y'all saw him chatting with us last night. But yeah, so he just brought me a pocket constitution because he knew I was looking for one or wanted one. And repeal the CV-19 emergency declaration.
That's the convoy pamphlet.
This is our convoy pamphlet. We are not against wearing a mask. We're not against getting vaccines. We're for the right to make that choice for ourselves and for our children. Repeal the emergency declaration. The people's. That's our truck. It's not a truck here, but it looks pretty cool. So this is what we're about. This is what we are showing, what we're doing. Uh, Here it gives a little bit of an explanation of what the Emergency Powers Act declaration is about. It gives you a little write up on it, and then it shows. It says that those special powers that are written in red, says those special powers include the authority to seize property, institute martial law, seize and control all transportation and communication, regulate the operation of private enterprise. That's what we're fighting, guys. We don't want that. They can't. It's like they're trying to tell us who to be, who we are. No. The only person that tells me who I am and who to be is my God. Aren't no representatives or any government in any world going to be able to tell me that. I'll like a lot of people say, I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. Uh, yeah, you won't see this guy living on his knees. He might put some people on their knees, but he won't be living on his knees. That's just my personal opinion. Driver's Declaration. We the people, it's written back here, so I'm just going to read it out loud. Bless you. We the people of the United States, in order to restore our once perfect union, reestablish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense of all, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty, do ordain and establish the restoration movement of the People's Convoy for the United States of America. We demand the declaration of national emergency concerning the COVID-19 pandemic be lifted immediately and our cherished Constitution reign supreme. We are the people of the United States of America, and we stand together under the banner of freedom. Freedom is the one thing that unites us all. Liberty flows through all of our veins. And that is written on the peoplesconvoy.org mission statement, if I'm not mistaken. Where's the actual People's Convoy mission statement? Again, it's written in our pamphlet. It says the People's Convoy mission statement. Americans love our freedoms and love the Constitution. Of the United States of America. This convoy aims to bring back our freedoms, our civil liberties, and bring an end to all unconstitutional mandates. This is about our rights as well as the freedom of future generations. It is not about political parties, but more so about a government that has forgotten its place and has no regard for our founding fathers' instructions, the Constitution of the United States of America. It is time to end the declaration of national emergency concerning the COVID-19 pandemic and restore our nation's Constitution. So, if that isn't about plain and simple for you guys to understand, for those of you that want to try to say that we're here to try to fight people and all this other stupid stuff, uh, that's our mission statement as a convoy, as the People's Convoy. Thank you. As the People's Convoy. So, yeah. I think I got out on a little tangent, but that was pretty interesting to know, right? Uh, All right, let me get back to comments. So didn't that guy Jabalila? Didn't that guy say that his name was Philip Dog or something like that? Don't get something like that. Prank jokes aren't going to help our cause or being associated with people who do prank jokes. I'm not interested in this guy. Whoever you guys are talking about, this Zoke guy. He's a If he was important to me, I would already know him. Not that I'm dissing anybody else. It kind of sounded that way. Not that I'm dissing anybody else. Uh, Again, it comes down to if you know, you know, and that's more so what I'm about. Uh, I agree. God is the only one, without a doubt in my mind. Esther Trudeau, ATFJT, hashtag FJT, was getting ready to speak at an EU conference. 90% of the delegates walked out in protest. Oh, man, congratulations, delegates. Congratulations. Good on y'all. Y'all earned that moment. I had issues after being around someone who was, and I have two. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Java Lily. I'm assuming you know about quinine, homemade quinine, from what I'm to understand. And somebody was talking about it the other day. One of the doctors was talking about it the other day. It has been one of the most effective things to help those that have some kind of immune issues, and it's pretty powerful. You can make it the way I've saw on YouTube on video, not YouTube, but I saw on video of someone that posted it. I have it saved into my phone, and you can make a large enough batch that you can basically take it every 2 hours for a 24-hour period, and you should be totally fine, and the things around you should not be affecting you anymore. Just information I received, information that I know or have read, Java Lily. So I just thought I'd share that with you. Look up homemade quinine. It takes basically citrus fruits and takes the peels of citrus fruits, puts them in a large boiling pot of water, and put a lid on it so that it captures the evaporation, runs back down into the bowl, let it cool before you ingest, and then you can take it every 2 hours. Put it in the refrigerator to keep it cool. That was kind of like a quick summary of what it's all about. Did you know God when you came out of the womb? No, but He knew me. Sleep. See, you got me there again. I still can't. I just can't grasp that. MUCL-L question mark. For one, for two, everything OU 11 and O to CG O for to see both everything into everything. Yeah, your cryptic writing is still a little bit hard to understand, but I'm getting there. Both C, I am everything. OU, the OFT, both everything. See soon, y'all. I all will know to be better. Better be good. Doesn't matter. In all to everything. Oh, into everything fact. Takes one to know one. One plus one equals one. Yeah, and a couple of them tore him a new one. Yeah, they did. Yes, and Zeke, quercetin, vitamin A, D, C, etc. Okay, well, good. Yeah, tonic water has quinine. Yes, I never found out exactly which tonic water had quinine. I did look though, and I think the one or two waters that I looked at didn't have any. I guess they're getting ready to roll out. It's 10:20 in the morning, and the can you see? Maybe I can't see the screen well, but can y'all see Sassenach's truck? That's the white bobtail with the blue stripes. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 stripes, and right above it says Sassenach on it. I'm assuming you can see it. Hell, I can't even tell where the screen's pointing. Yeah, you should be able to see it. Yeah.
That's who got me into this.
Who's Stan?
Sassenach.
Me too.
Isn't that crazy?
I started following him when he got to California, or when he got to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
He had just started a live stream. I think everybody was fixing to take off.
Yeah.
He had just started a live stream, and it popped up on my phone because I'd continued to be looking for it. I couldn't find any information until they got to Oklahoma. And then his live stream popped up, and I started following him, and it brought back a lot of childhood memories for me listening to him.
Yeah.
Riding down the road in his Peterbilt or in his truck. I think it's a Kenworth or Peterbilt. Yeah. But listening to him drive down the road in his truck with the CB radio playing in the background. Because when I was a kid, we used to travel.
Wow, she really doesn't like that dude.
Who doesn't?
Barking at that dude.
Oh, that she doesn't? Yeah.
She don't bark at people.
Yeah, I've never heard her bark till just now. But that one particular guy, huh? But when I was a kid, we used to migrate from southern Texas to northern Utah. Mm-hmm. We were migrant workers. And we always had CBs in our vehicles. Back in the 70s, CBs were a big thing. Yeah. Everybody had them. So we had CBs in all of our vehicles so we could communicate without having to pull over and talk. Yeah. And so we always listened to CB driving up and down the freeways and bypasses and whatnot through the years. Yeah. And we migrated, I guess, from, they started in 76. I went to visit my mom and stepdad. So I didn't make the first voyage with them, but I started in 77, May of 77. And we traveled 77, 78, 79, 80, and 81. We came back to Texas. 80, we stayed in Utah because that's when my uncle died. And we didn't leave Utah then and come back to Texas. But my junior year, we came back to Texas for half of my year. We went back for the second half of my junior year, and I graduated in Utah. So, yeah, that's how that worked out. But, yeah, we were migrant workers, and we convoyed with 5 to 6, 8 vehicles. Even I think our last trip was with 8 vehicles. Yeah, that we all the way 1,500-mile trip. Nice. 1,500-mile trip. Yeah, it was a lot of fun back then. And his CB brought back a lot of those memories. Yeah. And so I continued to watch him to find out what was going on. And then I heard his story about how he was in Arizona going to go watch the Las Vegas NASCAR race that weekend when he was driving up the road and saw a bunch of people standing on the side of the road waving flags and stuff. He said the first one was a restaurant parking lot, but the second one was just like a little cutoff in the road. People are standing there waving. He was like, what the heck's going on? He drove up a little bit farther, and again, a cutoff in the road. People are up there waving. So he made a U-turn, came back, and asked him what was going on. When they told him what was going on, he decided, well, let me check it out. If nothing else, I'll ride with them for a little while. I'll make the left and go up to Vegas, or make the right and go with them. And he wound up making the right, staying with them. And he never went to Vegas.
That's awesome.
I know, what a story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what got me turned on. Cheryl's out there walking around. Yeah, I know she is. Critic. We all went to school. Okay. Frankie Zoke is a live streamer in Ottawa. He deleted his convoy videos on his YouTube channel for some reason. Yeah, we were talking about this last night. Again, I think you said your name was Philip Lamar. But yeah, we were talking about this last night. But I mean, I don't know who the guy is. I'm not concerned who he is. Like I said, if I know him, it's because I wanted to meet him. I don't know. Apparently, there's a reason 13% is all dead.
Perfect. That'll work. Just enough to make that call to tell everyone I'm still alive and they haven't kidnapped me to join the circus yet.
You're still around.
I know, but there's a shortage of clowns in the circus.
Oh yeah, I know.
Pays good, dude. Pays good. COVID killed them all. I don't know.
I know, right? It's kind of a suspicious thing. Lamar, just so that you know,
Thank you.
you mispronounced my last name, Frankie. Go on Google Translate. Quinton is a Filipino last name. Oh, cool. Well, I'm sorry for mispronouncing it. It was spelled a little bit different than what I'm used to seeing. But knowing that it's Filipino now, I probably would have pronounced it differently. But thanks for the clarification. I appreciate it. But just so that you know, if I'm involved with somebody or if I've spoken with people, it's because there was something about those particular individuals. If I haven't met Zoke or don't know who Zoke is, it's because he might not be in my he might not be a good thing for my aura. People are attracted to me, I attract to people. And those that I do not attract to usually don't become part of my group in any way, shape, or form. So that's just the way I've always been. Uh, like I told everybody, I'm an antisocial. Me being out here and speaking as much as I've spoken to anybody out here has been incredible to me. A lot of you wouldn't understand because a lot of you don't know the feelings that I get because you're not me. But yeah, so those that I speak to are those that I speak to because there was something about them, something attracted me to them or them to me. And yes, Java Lily, very much so. And I was telling somebody, you say therapeutic. Let's go a little bit deeper on that therapeutic comment, real quick. It'd just be real brief, though I'm never brief, right? So, I told you guys I've had two neck surgeries. I have five discs or five vertebrae that are joined together with titanium plates and screws. Freedom for all. If they come to me, I will interview. I'm not going to walk around with laptop in hand because right now it's the only way I can live stream. So if they want to come to me, they're more than allowed to come and sit in my truck. We can talk, put us both on the screen at the same time. They want to come to my window, stand and chat in my window. I don't have a problem with that. Like, uh, what is it? None yours? None yours just came to my window a few minutes ago. So if they want to come to me, they can. I'm probably going to wait to try to do the interviewing out, walking around until I can finally get my phone to work. I'm trying it repeatedly to see if it will just all of a sudden start working. I don't know how it's going to work. They sent me information whenever I was able to come on webcam. But right now, this is the only way I can live stream is on my PC, on my laptop. Okay, I see Shar. She's a little bit closer. If she might be moseying her way back down this way. If she does, I'll uh, I'll call her over and we'll chat. She's taking a picture or something. But now she's only like 150 feet away, half a football field. You're a natural at this. Thank you, Jason. Uh, Zod is leaving tomorrow. That's what I heard. Go seek her out and have her send folks over. Like I said, she's right over there. Granted, it's about 150, 200 feet away, but she's right over there. I blew the horn. She normally turns. She didn't turn when I blew the horn. I'll pay attention to her, and if I can get her over here, I'll call her over here. Otherwise, yeah, she's doing her thing. She's probably trying to get as much done as she can before she leaves. Somebody said she's leaving tomorrow. Y'all heard that she's leaving tomorrow. I think last night in the meeting she told me very briefly because I didn't want to interrupt her live stream that Originally, she had told me she was leaving on Wednesday, and then last night she told me there's a good chance she might be leaving as early as Sunday. So you're probably correct on that she's probably going to be leaving tomorrow. She can send you viewers. Uh, she's already given me a shout out, D. As a matter of fact, that's why I have the viewers that I have, the subscribers that I have. Yesterday morning, I just started. Not yesterday morning, the day before, Thursday morning. I just started my live or my channel, and her and Stan Saznek both gave me a shout out on their live stream that morning. We haven't really done anything more than that, other than those that know, like Java Lily, Susan Swift. Some of these followers have come over here to watch my live stream because they saw me on her live stream when she gave me a shout out. And I have received a lot of comments in the short videos that I posted. I received a lot of comments from people that just said, hey, Charlotte sent us over here, or Charlotte sent me, or whatever. And Saznek has got real greedy. Dan Roberts, unless you're here and you're with him all the time, don't make assumptions, in my opinion. It's just as easy to take somebody out of here as it is for you to come in. And I don't want to be doing things like that, but I don't want to hear negative talk. That's not what my channel is going to be about. I won't tolerate it. And if and when I get moderators, I'll make sure that they're very well aware of that. So if you got something mean to say or something that's not positive, uh, like they say sometimes, if you got nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. Please be conscious of my channel, because it's not going to be accepted. And I don't feel the way you wrote that comment. I don't feel that way about Stan. I know him. I've been hanging out with him for the past 20 something days. And when he's not streaming, he's out shooting the shit with people, and I mean, just having a great merry time. Uh, I've seen him practically fall on the ground laughing. He was laughing so hard with the comments that were being made. So I don't like for bad things to be written about other people, especially if you don't know them personally or you haven't experienced them personally. And I'll leave it at that. Now everybody kind of has an idea how I feel about certain things. Are you going to stream the doctors this afternoon? Uh, what I was thinking about is probably recording the doctors this afternoon on my phone and or on just my laptop. Recording the doctors, and if anybody wants to know what was stated, maybe email me, and I can email you the video. I think that's probably going to be the best thing to do, because otherwise everybody's going to get a mark on their YouTube if they stream these doctors, especially Dr. Robert Malone, because I know he's going to have a lot of awesome things to say that, of course, the public doesn't want to know. Hold on a second, guys. All right, somebody. I've heard that, D. I know. All right, people, I'm having a problem here. Where's Charlotte? I don't see her. So let me try to figure this out. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to take care of something right at the moment. Uh, Okay. Uh, yeah, you're looking at one right below you right now, right, Java Lily? I just I just silenced him. Uh, I think you need to send me an email, frankiebobby65 at yahoo.com. I think you need to send me an email so that I can submit you into my moderator staff, Java Lily. I would be grateful if you would. Uh, I don't know if some of you saw what this guy was writing, but I just took him out. I don't know if he can still hear me. I don't care. But I put him on a timeout. So he wants to continue talking to smack. Uh, yeah, I'm not going to tolerate it. I just dump him. And he continued even after I said what I said. He tells me to chill, and then he keeps talking crap. No, dude, you're gone. That's why I told you guys. Hold on a sec. I got to do something. It took me a minute to figure out, but I figured it out. Yeah, because like the saying goes, homie, don't play that game. Cindy Orpin. Has anybody seen Cindy out here in chat? No, I haven't seen her either. I still want to try to get a uh, thank you to her for supporting me yesterday. She sent me a cash app. I was talking to Eddie. Eddie, the one with the dog, Coco, the one she rode with the other day. I haven't met him either. I don't know who he is. I've seen him around, but I don't know who he is. I'm thinking about trying to use Prism. A couple of people have told me about Prism. I, I'm pretty sure that's the name, Prism. It's another platform. But yeah, so again about the doctors this afternoon. Uh, well, hopefully I'll be here. I don't know what time they're going to be here. I have an appointment between 1 and 3. It's probably going to take all of the 2 hours there. And right, Jason, I feel the same way. And you heard what I said. And then he turned around and put out 5 quick return messages immediately saying the same crap. And no, I know him. Yeah, okay, whatever. You don't know anybody. This probably doesn't help my voice either. Smoking a cigar, but I'm gonna try it. See if it clears it up a little bit more. It seems to have cleared a little bit, right? You just sent it. I'll go on my phone and look. So I was asking if any of y'all use Safe Chat. Uh, that's the that's probably one of the only platforms that I use for social media. It's filled with a lot of good content. There's a lot of good people in there, in my opinion. And I have some particular hashtags that I use on the norm in anything that I do as far as this freedom fight is concerned. And I don't, I can't post them in here. I don't believe in chat. I know I can't put them in a comment because they will flag the hashtags. Stupidity, but it is what it is. We have to learn to get around it and make it work. And that's what we've been doing. For real? Change. Okay. Yeah, I got you, Java. I got your email. I'm looking at it now, just so you know. Uh, yeah, exactly. Frankie, don't play that. CHD TV will probably show it in full as well. Uh, who? Uh, unless it's coming off of a live stream that's going to be here. because still to this day, the only mainstream media that we've had out here per se is that LDVM that I interviewed on and was on TV 3 times for sure. Want to make mine? You can reach me here. Okay, I'm gonna go into my settings on my phone and see if I can submit you. I was looking at that last night on how to do the mods and stuff. That's why I said I think you need to send me an email. I might need to do it on the laptop. So when I shut down and get ready to go to my appointment at 1 o'clock, I'll probably go ahead and work on that Java so that you know. Yes, I saw. You didn't have to put your name out here. I got it. But that's cool. Thanks, Jane. Now everybody knows. Still haven't finished my fruit. That one piece of apple really got me. And I had another one. It's a green apple. Woo, man, that torques the wow. But, but it's so good I can't help myself. I actually had a few of those pieces. Woo, wow. Oh, but it was so good. The Unity project will probably show the full Robert Malone talk on their website in the next day or so. If they uh, if they take a live streamer's video, unless they've done it somewhere else that they already have a video of, because I still have yet. I'm thinking that maybe people will come with them whenever they come in this afternoon. Robert and Paul, and I'm thinking that they'll have people come in with them, possibly, maybe record it themselves so they can put it out on in a video somewhere. I would hope that they would. The only way the real word is going to get out is if people continue to fight and put it out there. I'm sure there's going to be a moment in my live streams where I'm probably going to get shut down because of something that posted that I wasn't aware of. Whatever the case might be, whatever. But yeah, if that were to happen, like everybody else says, if that were to happen, I would just jump into a different, uh, just rename my channel. Anybody that follows WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get. Chris, you'll know that he's been kicked off of YouTube. I think he's on his fourth or fifth account right now, and now he does a lot of his stuff on Rumble, but he's still a part of YouTube. Yeah, because he was WYSIWYG TV, WYSIWYG Live TV, WYSIWYG Shorts, and I think that's what he is right now, WYSIWYG Shorts. They have their own streamers. Cool, good to hear. Sour Hunt, yes, Brenda. It was very. I love it, but it was very tart. It's all good. Not my real name. Okay, cool. I've never used my real name online. I don't. I do. I don't care. People can know who I am. I've tried to remain incognito for years, uh, but as long as I'm carrying around this leash, you're not anonymous no matter who you are, no matter how much you think you might be. Because in my opinion, that's all these things are is leashes. They know every individual that's got a phone in the world. I'm sure. Well, it's good to hear that they have their own streamers because that's the only way the word's going to get out. Because for sure, mainstream media isn't going to come out, and for sure, YouTube's not going to allow it to post, or it might get posted, but it's immediately going to be taken down. Someone could very well lose their account immediately at that point too. In my opinion, if they really want to shut it down hard. I've known people. I've known that happening to some people that have done live streams and stuff like that because they quote unquote put out misinformation. It's cool. I almost have 15 or 17 viewers. We were almost there. We were at 16, then it dropped back down to 15. But oh well, now it's 14. Whatever. Uh, well, I could drive over that way, kind of drive around where everybody's at over there, and put the laptop up in the windshield and dashboard. But y'all see Charlotte drive in every day, so it really don't matter. I don't know. Tell me if you want me to. I would. If not, I won't. I'll just sit here where I'm at. Sit here in my truck like I normally am. Got to keep a low pro because of my activism. Yeah, I understand that. What's crazy is that you have to keep a low pro because of the activism. I mean, BLM didn't keep a low pro, nor did Antifa. And they never even got, did they? I don't even think they ever even got their hands slapped, did they? I think they went out and did all that destruction and demise and stole, broke into stores, whatever. Nothing ever happened to them. You get a few patriots, supposedly, that walk into the Capitol building, which belongs to us patriots anyway. And they've been locked up. January 6th prisoners have been locked up for how long now? 15 months? It's insane. Anybody heard of the Cowboys for Trump group? Coy, I think was his name. Can't remember his last name. He was in court the other day. Did y'all see that? And now they're waiting to sentence him 1 year in jail or fines. Whoa, 247 subscribers. My daughter-in-law just texted me. So maybe she's watching. Are you watching? Yeah, let me go ahead and text her back and let her know. Hey, are you watching or not? Let's see. I'm live right now. There you go. Wow, that's crazy. You need to be careful. You need to be careful. But they are part of the. Yes, they are. There's a whole bunch that's part of the agenda. It's disgusting. So right now, here comes the guy. I don't know him, but he was the one that told me that I was on television that morning. He saw me, or that night before, and then the morning before he came here for breakfast. He said he had rented a hotel overnight. That way he could get cleaned up and whatnot. And stayed there overnight. And he just so happened to see me. And he says, "Hey, you were on television last night, right? And this morning." I was like, "What?" He says, "Yeah, I saw you on two different because you don't have any other TV other than cable in your hotel." He says, "So I was watching uh, the CW, and all of a sudden you popped up on one of the news stations." He says, and then a little while later, I continued to watch their news because it seemed a little bit okay. He said, a little while later, they played your video again or your interview again. He said, this morning when I was getting ready to come in, he said, they played your video again, and I knew I had to find you and say something to you because you probably didn't know. And I told him, I said, well, thanks for letting me know because, yeah, I didn't know. They told me it would be, but I never got a chance to see it. I have seen it, but like I said, they chopped it up. Whatever. We assumed they were going to chop it up anyway. So it is what it is. It's going on at 11 o'clock. Dadgum, guys, I've been on here for almost 2 hours today. Mostly with no voice, but it seems to be coming back a little bit. I haven't made up my bed yet. So who all is activating in their states that's on the live? Anybody in here other than was it? It wasn't Dan. What was the guy's name? Jason. It was Jason, right? That's activating in his state. Is there anybody else? Wow, look at that. That guy put out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put out 7 messages almost in a row and expected me not to shut him down. But he had to be a troll. Of course, it would be the most common name anybody's ever heard, Dan Roberts. But he had to be a troll. Mm-hmm. Who did you see speak, Java? I appreciate you guys coming on, sharing some chat with me, talking. For anybody that wants to try to reach me, uh, I'm currently putting in my email so you guys can see it. If you want to contact me. And I know it works because Java Lily already sent me an email. So it's frankiebobby65 at yahoo.com. There it is in chat right now. I really haven't seen anybody roll out. So I'm wondering if they're doing a free day because of the Malone coming out tonight. That might be what they're doing. Oh, the Cowboy, yeah. Coy's his name, right? The Cowboys for Trump. He was also, I forget, he said he was picked up in February. And I think he was in for a few days before he was able to get out. He was able to bail out. Do you know Alex Glasgow? Yeah, I've done an interview with him. We were talking about lawyers, the ACLU. Where are you at? We were talking about any attorney that wanted to come out and try to help us fight what it is that we're doing. If a person can't be present at an event, get on your politicians and remind them that they work for us. Exactly, they do. They definitely work for us, and that's been the case all my life. And they feel like they don't have to listen to us anymore, and that's basically why we're so pissed off. I know a lot of Americans are pissed off due to that simple reason is that they don't think they work for us. They're just there to take our monies. I mean, ask yourself, anybody that's made good money, I made good money for a few years, 6 figures. Anybody that makes 6 figures can't own multi-million-dollar homes. Homes, not a home, but homes. And I think the speaker doesn't make any more than like $325,000 a year, but yet she's got like 8 homes. I think somebody was saying she just bought a new one in Florida. As a matter of fact, uh, the speaker, and she's been a politician all her life. I don't understand how you can buy that much property making $200,000, $300,000 a year. It's. I know that she's in the stock market. They busted her with that. There's been a few of the Congress people and senators, I think, that have been busted for trading. Yeah, Snake Pelosi, exactly. Uh, you think they canceled the race because of the weather coming? It's a good possibility. I haven't seen anybody pulling in. I mean, it is going on 11 o'clock in the morning. You would think they would start being out here and start getting staged, ready for the race tonight. So I don't know what time Malone's supposed to be here. I guess the morning meeting would have said what time they were supposed to be here, but I missed the morning meeting. Oh well. Somebody will feed me the information whenever I go ask. But yeah, Freedom for All, I did. I spoke with Alex Glasgow. Uh, I've got him. I'm subscribed to his channel. I haven't watched any of his videos, but I know that there's a video of him and I talking, and Charlotte happens upon us, and we all three winded up in conversation on his live stream as well as Charlotte's live stream at the same time. So yeah, I know who he is. He seems like a pretty cool guy. He almost reminds me of the DJ, but in a different manner. Uh, More listening to what it is that we're doing instead of trying to change what it is that we're doing here. Did you try live streaming with your phone this morning? Yes, I did immediately, and it told me the same thing. Watch, I'll show you the message that I get. Here we go. Create, go live. It says eligibility. I'll read it to you. Eligibility, your channel does not meet our updated eligibility requirements for mobile live streaming. You can still stream with your webcam or broadcasting software. So you hit learn more because it gives you a learn more or a just an okay to close out of that page. And here in the learn more, it shows requirements. And the requirement says to live stream on mobile, you'll need at least 50 subscribers, which I originally asked for. No live streaming restrictions, which I've never done this before, so I shouldn't have any restrictions. Need to verify my channel, which I checked it again this morning. It is still verified. Need to enable live streaming. You may need to wait 24 hours before you can start your first live stream. So I hit the enable live streaming and it really doesn't do anything. But the very last thing under requirements, the very bottom piece there, it says an Android 5.0 plus device. Now, I don't know what my Android is as far as 5.0. I know I have the S8 Galaxy phone, so I don't know if it is missing the requirements from that. If it is, I'll probably have to get me another phone. But would anybody know where to go find out if it's an Android 5.0 plus device? Where would I look? I would assume under settings. I didn't see anything there. Maybe you guys can help me out with that. Uh, I've seen that the races were canceled on other channels. Well, thanks for the information, Jason. I think they said 3:30 for the rally. Okay, thanks, Vince. I appreciate that information. Yeah, I believe they were telling us yesterday that they were looking at 3 o'clock to start the stuff. That's probably why they didn't do a convoy this morning. Because I saw a couple of trucks. I saw a couple of trucks pull out, and I know that Stan hasn't left, or at least went out. So that's probably what happened. I've seen that the races were canceled. Yes, Jacinda from New Zealand. New Zealand went from 800,000 net worth to 25 million. Who the heck is Jacinda? Is she like a politician over in New Zealand? I've contacted my state and federal senators and reps. They all say the same things. They know about it, but we got a war fixing to happen. Give me a break. We're on it, so we'll see. They're not on it. Chris Oldham, where are you at? If you don't mind me asking, they're not on squat. They're feeding you what they think you want to hear. If they tell you we're working on it, it's just because that's what you want to hear. Because it pacifies you for the moment. It's like sticking a pacifier in your mouth if you were a little child. They're just pacifying you with rhetoric. It's not true. That's what I've been learning from a lot of the state representatives and the senators and stuff. Is that they'll come out here and they'll blow the smoke, And then when they go back, like Jim Jordan says, yeah, well, there's really nothing we can do. You're part of Congress. What do you mean there's nothing you can do? You could start writing up bills. You could start writing up different things to try to amend what it is that's going on. What do you mean you can't do anything about it? It's total BS. Remember, you work for us. But that's what they do is they politicize it and they just try to give you an answer that you'll be pacified with, and then should be good with an essay. Thank you, D. And maybe not an updated in the phone. Look in settings. I just updated my phone. It just went through an update 2 days ago. And I only did it because of YouTube. I don't like to update. So I did do the updates. I even went back, I think it was yesterday, and checked for more updates and none of them came up. It came back that my phone was completely updated. Henderson, Arizona. Well, that's good to hear, Chris. Uh, everybody in Baxter, okay, County. Everybody needs to start getting on that line. Y'all need to y'all need to look up, in my opinion, y'all need to look up the People's Convoy / your state, and it might lead you to where the organizers are and what they're trying to do, how they need your help, and things like that. So if any of you are interested, try going to the People's Org. I don't know if it's the peoplesorg.com / your state, or if it's the People's Convoy / your state.com. But maybe I got my own phone here. Maybe I'll go ahead and look at that real quick. Uh, New tab, go away. People's Convoy. I'm going to try .com / say Texas. There's nothing there. So maybe they're still working on the websites. Let me try it the other way. I just don't think it will be the other way. It's kind of / Texas.com. Actually, yeah, that actually did kind of work. I think I did wind up with a that website right there. I'll read it to you. It says the People's Convoy, Texas State Information Links and News. And I typed in the People's Convoy / Texas.com, and that was the link that it sent me to. One of the links that it sent me to. So that might be the way that you need to do it, because I did it the peoplesconvoy.com / Texas, and it came up with the 404 era that everybody's accustomed to. It came up with that. Yeah, like that. Not found 404.0. That's what it did the first time doing the / Texas after com. But if you do it before com.com, it should link you to your state for those that want to get a little bit more active in their local area. Dr. Malone is from Virginia. That's what I heard. Uh, I think, I think, if I'm not mistaken, because it's been a while ago now, a couple of years at least. If I'm not mistaken, Dr. Malone practiced in Fairfax County, and he was removed from his duties because he was wanting to use the medicines that Trump had acknowledged and they shut him down and they took him out of practice. If I'm not mistaken, that's the same guy, Robert Malone, because I do remember he was from Texas, and I do remember hearing about Fairfax County shutting down a very prominent doctor. Actually, a lot of the hospitals around here did the same thing in Virginia area. But yeah, so New Jersey has a convoy page. Yes, they do. New Jersey actually created one of their own uh, groups of people. But I know that we have a couple of guys here in our convoy that that came from Jersey because uh, the Jersey convoy thing that was being put together was not what they had expected it to be. So they came down all the way down here to join us here at the Speedway, the People's Convoy, the true People's Convoy. I'm almost done with my fruit. Right, I caught the Arkansas thing. I don't think I said Arizona, did I, Chris? I saw. I believed I saw you that you were. I knew that you were in Arkansas, whether I said it or not. Oh, so here we got another guy that wants to come in here and start talking smack. Tom Hobo, what's your deal? He really is overdoing it now. Truckers need to go home now, go back to work. Tom Hobo, some of us don't have work due to this reason. That's why we're here. Are you not knowledgeable of what the People's Convoy is about? Maybe you need to uh, get your information and learn. I said earlier, I think I'm almost thinking right now that you're the same person I dismissed this morning. So, hold on a sec, guys. See ya. My doctor told me over 90% of people dying from COVID are unvaccinated. He said it's not political. If you look at the numbers, he is lying. And if so, why? Is he lying? Bobby America. So you're going to go by one doctor, or are you going to try to get information from numerous doctors? If you believe your doctor and you want to believe that you need to be vaccinated, so be it. Go do it if that's what you want to do. If you want to learn the truth, don't listen to just one doctor, especially yours, because he's probably been bought and paid for, in my opinion. So, uh, so I only time him out for 300 seconds. How much does that equate to? 5 minutes? Hey, Tom, they want to go back to work. That's what this is all about. Get a clue, Tom. Yeah, that's what I said. It was like he didn't even understand. You can't still read his messages, right? Because I've taken them down. But you saw what he had written, right? Java. I think I need to hook you up and make you a moderator already. I mean, I don't mind differing opinions. I welcome differing opinions. But when you want to come on here and start, and I'm going to say it as simple as I can, you want to start finger pointing or talking bad about another individual and you don't know that individual, that's not what my channel will be about. Uh, if you know this person personally, then you probably know me because I'm here with him. Look at the great Barrington. Hundreds of doctors have signed it. Declaration. Okay. Look at the great Barrington Declaration. Hundreds of doctors have signed it. I've seen something about that. I've heard of something that has been signed by many doctors. But I mean, when When I'm told that there's 65,000 doctors, roughly give or take, in America, I think that was the number that was shot out there. When 65,000 doctors aren't 100% in agreement, everybody understands that what doctors do is practice medicine. There is no logical science to it. That's why they call it a practice. People understand that, right? I mean, I've always understood it that way, just like televised programming, TV. They shortened it to TV so that nobody would remember the televised programming part of the TV. And I believe for years since TV has come out that it's been televised programming. And those of us that have a clear head and good morals and a clear conscience understand that it is programming, and we're not and basically had become immune from the programming that was being sent, that was being put out. Shoot, I'm on disability, but I'm not stupid. I hear you, Chris. I'm not stupid either. And something does need to change. It does need to get better. That would be wonderful. That's what we want. Get rid of this damn declaration, this Emergency Powers Act. Because then they can't mandate me to wear a mask wherever they feel or think that I should. I walked into somewhere yesterday. As soon as I walked in, the person at the desk has a mask on. And I'm just like, whatever. So I keep walking in, and one cashier out of the six that were standing there, one of them had a mask on, standing in the middle of the other five with no mask. And people still don't get it. Look at the gray. No, they're gone. Yes, I saw them. Okay. Opinions are fine, trolls are not. Great. Yes. Most doctors are just guessing. That's why it's called medicine or practicing. We'll try this. If this doesn't work, we'll try that. How many times has that happened to any of you going to see the doctor? How are they doing their jobs properly and nothing is any better? When I was working, if you couldn't do the job, you got fired. That is correct. That's the way it's always been. That's why hospitals' mistakes is the third leading cause of death in the USA. That's correct. You people are very knowledgeable in about what today's society is. It's good to see that. Yes, Vince Watson, that's the way I feel. I'm 56 years old. This is probably the sickest I've been in since I had my last neck surgery, if you want to consider that a sickness, in 2015. We're talking 7 years. This voice loss is probably the most sick I've been in probably 7 years. And if you don't consider both of my surgeries, because I had one in 2010 and one in 2015, and if you take those out, considering them not being sick per se, I think the last time I got sick was like in 2007. And right after that sickness, I couldn't sleep. I ended up staying awake. I think it was 9 days straight that I couldn't sleep at all. Nothing. Not even to close my eyes to relax and get a little cat nap. Nothing for 9 days. I lay down in bed, just lay there, couldn't sleep. Just it was crazy, unreal, something I'd never experienced. But it was for 9 days, absolutely no sleep. And then when I finally did fall asleep, I slept for 2 days. Well, it was about for 40 hours. It wasn't quite 2 days. But 40 hours is a long sleep. I've never had a good experience with doctors. I don't see doctors unless it's absolutely necessary. I went to see the doctor. They thought I was infected with COVID, and so I had to go get a test. Uh, it was the nasal swab just right here at the front, and the first one showed negative, but she said she thought that it didn't come out right, so she wanted to do it again. I don't know if she was looking for a positive, but she ran it again and it came up negative again. She says, "No, sir, you're good to go." I said, "Well, make sure you put that on paper so that I can show it to my office and go back to work." And she was like, "Most people ask for the paper so they can show the office a couple of days from now. That way they don't have to go right back to work." I said, "No, I need to work." I was getting paid to be off, but I still wanted to work. How are they? That's why hospitals mistakes. That's fine. I never had a good experience when the treatment is worse than the issue. That's not medicine, it's fraud. Yeah, and who made a comment very, very, very similar to that? The cure can't be worse than the disease itself. Mr. DJT said that at the beginning of 2020 when the coof broke out. That was nasty. Cold coffee. Ugh. Oh well, whatever. I think good will defeat evil without a doubt, but it's not going to be easy without a doubt. Pushing back against tyranny is a must, without without question, in my opinion. Without question, in my opinion. And the reason I know some of you guys were saying that I needed to go home and get some rest because I was going to be starting my job on Tuesday. I don't know for sure that it's going to be Tuesday, but that's what he told me. He would send me a formal letter Monday, and then I can come in and do all my paperwork on Tuesday, and Tuesday afternoon possibly go out and visit a couple of job sites. So after that day, I'll probably get really good sleep that night. And again, I don't require a lot of sleep to continue. Once I wake up in the morning, usually if the sun comes up or if it's bright outside, I can't sleep anyway. I had a hard time when I was in Alaska. In Alaska, they sell what they call darkened curtains or blackout curtains. They don't black out the sun, no matter how you look at it. They have they're kind of like the old school curtains, I call them, because back when I was a kid, all the curtains were made with like a vinyl backing behind the curtain. So the curtain that's shown inside the home is the pretty ruffle colors, whatever you want to call it. But looking at it from the outside, looking in the window, you saw this white paste look, and it still had the indentions and what in it. But those were blackout curtains. Well, that's what they have in Alaska. But all the curtains are so small nowadays, and they're so thin that they didn't block the light out at all. It came right through. I mean, I'm telling you, midnight at midnight, it still looks like daylight outside, and I'm not lying. If anybody's ever told you that and you really don't believe it, I experienced it for myself, so I know. Okay, yeah, so I know. But anyway, just listen to any pharma commercial in Java. They're everywhere. If you turn on the television on regular TV, it's pharma commercial after pharma commercial. A pill for this, a pill for that, a made up name for this, a made up name for that, and a pill to cure it or a pill to help it subside. But at the same time, it tells you must read what the adverse effects could be: constipation, diarrhea, stomach pains, uh, blood clotting, uh, and they tell you all this stuff, and people are out there popping them like they're nothing, like they're candy. Oh well, I'm gonna go ahead and take this anyway. Cardboard makes the best curtains, Actually, aluminum foil for me, but yeah, cardboard would definitely work. I say aluminum foil because it looks a little bit more presentable from the outside. I've had cardboard curtains before. Do you guys see my chat messages, or did Frankie block me by mistake? No, I didn't block you, Breeze. I see your chat. You're here. You haven't chatted in a minute. Let's see. The last chat before the one you just sent was maybe not an updated enough phone. Look in settings about phone, not sure. Got to look around in settings. Yeah, one of the guys told me a minute ago, D, it was D. I think it's a guy. But guy told me I should be okay with an S8. Oh, as a matter of fact, it's right above your comment. Yeah, D told me that I should be okay with an S8. So you said go into settings and maybe look in there. Why is it always settings that you have to go to? That was a joke. Or rhetoric, rather. Oh, it would be in the about phone, right? I could hear a drone flying outside of my window. Okay, well, this doesn't say about the 5.0. Developer options. I don't see. No, I'd probably have to dig around. Software update, download and install. Holy crap, really? says the last says the last update on my phone was May 17th of 2021. I'm telling you guys, I don't like to update. So, but it just updated 2 days ago. What the hell? Your software, yeah, it says your software is up to date. Well, see, that made no sense. Oh, now it's telling me that my last update was March 26th, which is today. But it was telling me May 17th of 2021. But I know it just updated a couple of days ago because I had to turn the stupid thing off, turn it back on. It always catches me like that. Uh, Prime Minister of New Zealand. I thought I had heard the name before, Jacinda. Recently, as a matter of fact, I thought I saw it in one of the news clippings that I get on my phone. Uh, Henderson. Did we already go through all this? Yeah, we did. Yeah, I see you, Breeze. 2 prior chat messages. I read one back to you. Was that one of the ones you were just talking about? But yeah, no, we see you in here, Breeze. It's cool. Breeze lover. I only got 9 people watching, but I got 54 likes. Oh, guys, so that y'all know, it was crazy. So I put out a short yesterday before I got over here. As a matter of fact, I think I was standing in the parking lot of that store that I was telling you about, the cashiers, and put out a short video. And oh no, it was the one. It was the one when I got here, and I showed that short video of the dead pedophile's car. And okay, where am I going? Here, your channel. That one short right here, 949 views. That's insane. All my other ones are max 132, but that particular short came out to 949 views. I'm up to 263 subscribers now. I was at 251 last night, I think. So I've got 12 more people this morning. You see my 2 messages. The high wire and Dell Big Tree, or is YouTube blocking these? I did see those messages, Breeze, uh, where you were talking about the high wire and Dell Big Tree. So is the high wire a paper or a journalist type site? Grandparents against all mandates. See there, that's the way I feel. I'm a grandparent. Damn it, I'm old enough to be a grandparent. Michael Russell, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining. High Wire is a weekly show. What does it play on? TV? I don't think I've ever heard of it. I probably haven't watched regular TV. Shoot. I guess the last time, well, even though I had cable, I didn't watch regular TV. Well, I had direct TV. I didn't watch regular TV. I recorded all my programming so I didn't have to watch all those stupid pharma commercials. Oh, no, that's a nice ride. Can you see it? And it sounds bad as hell, too. It looks like about a 63 Falcon, maybe. It's definitely rowdy. He's got a nice muffler system on it. Well, and if she did talk about it, Java, but if she put links up, I don't think they came through. So they may be being blocked. If you put links in Breeze, then no, it's not. It's not. It's not there. I guess I'll have to be more creative. Yeah, and you write YouTube like I do. I don't use the Y. Man, that car sounds awesome. Frank, it's a must see website. Okay. I didn't. I didn't see the spelling. What it is that you're talking about? I don't think. I'm going back up and looking. A while ago. It's been a minute. I know I've seen you in here. Sorry, but I don't see it anymore, Breeze. Uh, can you put it in there again, like whatever it is, and then spell out DOT in between? That way we know that it says this.com. Then maybe we'll be able to see it easier. Must use the part. Uh, it's a must see no links. I did not put links. Just put out the .com part. Yeah, do that again. Those vehicles are new. I haven't seen them around. We're supposed to have new people coming in on Monday, they say. That's why I'm going to stay. That's what I was trying to say earlier. That's why I'm going to stay here. Hold on a sec, guys. Try to wipe down my screen a little bit. That's why I'm going to stay here at least and go on the drive Monday. See how many new people come in. I'm only 45 minutes from my place from here. So it's not that far away. Heck, this morning I was about ready to run home. Grab my other laptop because I couldn't get this one to unlock. Crazy as ever. I put in and it is my passcode, my password. Put it in, wrong password. Put it in, wrong password. Did it over and over. I shut it off, turned it back on, tried it again, still nothing. Kept putting it in, kept putting it in, nothing. Shut it off, started it again. Tried just the restart from the menu. Tried the complete shutdown from the menu. Finally, after I think the fourth time that I turned it off, turned it back on, the first one that I typed in said wrong passcode. Second one I typed in, then it started circling and saying, please wait, your computer is updating. Whatever. Trying to get you deep fried today. Yeah. Fried TV, right? Barn Fresh. Is that what you're talking about? Cyber attack. Russian cyber attack. Yeah, that is funny, D. Thank you for the laugh. Wow, that car looks badass. He's parked right over here. He's right there. I can see him right out my window. Right behind him, or actually, where's it? Right there. Yeah, that's Charlotte's car. That's about that's about a football field, 100 yards away. Thank you, Marie. I'm very excited about my new job. Very excited about it. I almost feel like, again, it's where I'm meant to be. You'll see my flags blowing back there in the back. The one is about the Second Amendment. The other one is the United States American flag, of course. I've run out of the the United States American flags, and my other one tore right before I got home the other day. And I had taken this one down because it's really, really frayed. There's a whole bunch of the flag missing. It's supposed to be 5 feet long, and I think it's like 3.5 feet long. So that's how much of the stripes are missing. Well, it's almost it's almost to the blue banner itself. It's only got like 6 inches between the blue banner and the length of the stripes. And the stripes are supposed, like I said, that's about probably 3 feet long, and it's supposed to be 5. So that's why I was trying to put on a new flag, and I don't have any more American flags. And so I went ahead and put this one back on because it still works. It's one of the only ones. Every one of my flags always tear, because they're just being held. They're made in China. What do you expect? Bunch of crap. Where the yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put that in my phone right now. That way I can check it out. I understood the way you wrote it. Just so you know, the it actually popped up in my lists. So they're a live streamer also. Because it says they go live. Dell Big Tree on BitChute. I think that's where I've seen that name before is on BitChute. Dell Big Tree. And Rumble. It may be off of either one of those sites. I'm affiliated to both those sites, Rumble and BitChute. Have you guys ever heard of And We Know? I think somebody commented on my shirt the other day when I was wearing one. And Charlotte came up to me. Somebody said, check it out, And We Know. If you're not, uh, if you don't know about And We Know, you can find him on BitChute or Rumble. He's been kicked off of YouTube for probably better part of a year, maybe two. Uh, Very intuitive. The man's got a lot of insight. Uh, he's very close to God. His uh, his program is actually, and we know Romans 8:28. And new comment on first. Uh, Very knowledgeable and shares some great insight. And he's easy on the ears, easy to listen to. He goes by LT on his program. I don't know what his name is. He never shared that with us. I've known him for about 6 years now. Very intuitive. I'd stopped following him. I had other things going on in my life. I stopped following him and I missed him. And so I decided to, well, I was always getting notifications that he had a new video out because I could only get them through my email. And he uh, he was putting out a video a week, sometimes two videos in a 7 day period, maybe an 8 day period. So they were kind of close. But he's gotten down to where he's now putting out a video almost daily because the information is so strong right now. And he doesn't want anybody to miss the information as it's coming through. And he's been putting out videos, like I said, almost daily, at the most every 2 days. And he's called andweknow.com. ANDWEKNOW.com. And yeah, he follows Romans 8:28. That's his favorite scripture in the Bible. Let me see if I can tell you what that scripture is quickly enough. Blah, 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 blah. Go away now. And all I'm trying to do is go find scripture. And they want to throw me all this crap. 8. And we Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. Wow, what a mouthful, huh, guys? And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. It's one of the things I don't like about this site that I have. Uh, yeah, right there. Can you guys see that it says his? That's supposed to be capitalized. And I'm going to stop following these people. This Bible, whatever it is that I'm following or that I've been. So I've taken it out once before and I brought it back in because it made scripture easier for me to access. But as I've begun to see that wherever they should be capitalizing he, because it's representing God, Christ himself, they're using a small, they're not using capital. And I think that's very disrespectful in my mind for sure. They should be never, never show disrespect in that aspect. New show on every Thursday, yes, on those sites, but so much more on the website. Okay, you're talking about the .com you just sent out, right? The Jackson Report. I've heard of the Jackson Report. Matter of fact, the guy that I'm telling you about, and we know, I think he's used the Jackson Report before on his segment because he takes pieces from everywhere as the information comes out from all different avenues, and he tries to put it all together, and he makes excellent videos. Uh, they used to be they used to be kind of simple. I'll email you the link. Okay, thank you. Uh, Sometimes my emails get disappeared. Yeah, I have that problem. Got to play all kinds of creative games. Get it to be. I been there, done that. Breezy slower. I haven't had any issues ever with emails. Really, I have. I just sent you the March 24th. I've been at this sharing delicate info for quite some time. They are hip to me. Yeah, I think that's what happens is that you hit the algorithms that they've put out, and once you hit the algorithms that they put out, it's almost an immediate lost cause for the individual because the algorithms will override everything that's going on, and that's what it is. That's like saying the drugs that Trump promoted in May of 2020. Uh, the HC, and then that funny letter, the 17th letter of the alphabet, and then the IV, and then they have, I think it ends in mectum, yeah, ends in mectum. Ivor. Yeah, if you say those words on YouTube, they'll take you down. I've been taken down just for hashtagging it. I've been taken down for hashtagging lock them all up on YouTube. I've been taken down for hang them high. But that's the way I feel about it. They need to hang these sons of guns. They need to go away. But yeah, so yeah, that one, Java. But it's okay to say remdesivir. Isn't that funny? That's a killing drug in my opinion. I said, isn't that funny? I guess it's not really so funny whenever when you're talking about death, like Dr. Malone's voice. He's been canceled by YouTube and Twitter, so Al is clued into his voice. Oh, AI. Yeah. Tried to chill Shar, but not sure she saw my message. She's talking about streaming him. If she is, she'll probably shut down YouTube and do it on Rumble because she's double streaming, technically speaking, uh, and she's got her Rumble account and her YouTube account running simultaneously on her live stream. So if she's unless he can be heard, she may be thinking about shutting down YouTube and just running her Rumble account so that everybody can still get the information. That's why I said I'll probably video record it on my phone and then maybe post the link in the somewhere or put it. Somebody can ask for it and I can send it in an email, something like that. If that's what you want to do, one way or another, the word's going to get out. We just got to find a way to work around the workaround. Well, they said 3:30. Okay, cool. So I'm going to show up at that place at 1 o'clock because I'd be willing to bet it's going to take them every bit of an hour, maybe two, because I've got the driver assist, which means there's an eye sitting on my dash or this black box right here is an eye facing out front. And if I get too close to somebody or if somebody slams on the brake in front of me and I'm too close to them, my truck will brake itself. And then if I touch the brake, it's so freaking hard that it almost feels like it's going to throw you through the dashboard when it does. Thank you, love God, love freedom. Thank you very much for the subscription. Appreciate it. If you put a disclaimer on the vids, they will not remove it. Really? And does anybody know what kind of a disclaimer that would have to be? Like, do you have to come out in the beginning and say, disclaimer? I mean, I don't know. Did just did a great interview the other day on, okay, high res. Dr. Robert Malone discusses censorship, Hollywood, and corruption. It's still up, and it is on YT. Okay, huh? Who did he interview with? I heard him talking to somebody not just recently. I think it may have been an old clip, but I like Dr. Robert Malone. I like his information, and you guys have seen on Char's live stream that Dr. Paul Alexander has been here. Dr. Paul Alexander was part of the uh, Trump admin when Trump was in office, and they kept he told us that they kept quiet in him and preventing him from speaking out to Trump because he wasn't the guy that was in charge. It was Birx and Fauci. And they kept telling Paul he had to keep his mouth shut. He couldn't make the claims that he was making because it was false information. So they shut him down immediately. And but he's a real cool guy. But yeah, when he came out here and spoke the other day, I think Charlotte got a strike against her YouTube for live streaming him. So that's why I would be very cautious about Robert Malone. That's why I would rather do it on a video and then put it out from video. If anybody if anybody wants to see it, in about, I'll go ahead and say 10 minutes, give or take. It's going to be 3 hours. I'm going to go ahead and shut down because I'm going to try to hook up with Java Lily here on the as a moderator. Uh, Anybody that feels like they may want to try to help if this continues to grow, uh, send me an email making reference to it. I believe it's the only way I can set you as a moderator because I think it specifically asks for your email address. Russell Brand as well. He always makes a point to say that he is not giving out medical advice. Got to cover your butt so they can't come after you. Your new young friend from Canada. Well, thank you. At Zot, Charlotte is leaving tomorrow due to exams. Make sure you see her. Well, love God, love freedom. Just so you know, I told her one evening when I became Frankie Bobby. I told her one evening before she leaves, she better come and say bye to me one way or another. Saznak got a warning. He mutes it when doctors talk. Yes, he got a warning as well. He received a strike as well. So him and Charlotte Zott both received a strike that night. I don't know what happened to Wissywig. He may have as well. He may not even be on YouTube anymore because of that, or he started to fit the count one way or the other. He just wants to save his channel he's had for 5 years. It'll be five. It'll be 5 years. April 1st. April Fool's Day is his anniversary for having YouTube. What was mine? Yesterday, day before, yesterday on live stream, I guess, right? Was my first day. The 20 Friday the 25th. Hmm. Gonna have to try to remember that somehow. Maybe I should put it in my calendar. But yeah, Saznex had his video going for his YouTube stream going for 5 years. He never did streaming, live streaming, until he joined the convoy in Oklahoma. Uh, he's always done videos of just places he's seen, things he's done. Like I think he did a remodel on his conversion van, and like he has a video of him putting the flooring in, from what I've heard, and things like that. So I don't know exactly what his videos look like. I've been paying more attention to the live streaming than anything. I usually put him on my phone when I'm driving down the road in the convoy because I can hear his CB in the background, and I like the sound of CB. I'm going to get me a CB one day. I've been saying that for too many years now and still don't have one. I don't know why. But yeah, so we got about 5 minutes left, guys. I'm going to go ahead and shut down so that I can get ready to go to this appointment, and I can go ahead and work on my email here and work on Java Lily. See about getting that taken care of, so I can have somebody help me get rid of these trolls that seem to be coming out. It's funny how quick they show up. What was that other troll's name? I think it was Joe something. Tom Hobo. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Uh, Tom Hobo was another one. So I had Tom Hobo, and Dan Roberts trying to troll my account. I'm only a day old. I've only been out here for a day, and these guys want to troll already. I mean, come on. Who's Joe Burrows? Uncle Dish. Is that you? I might open up my computer while they're replacing my windshield. Some trolls are bots programmed to sound real. Well, I think all trolls are bots, but I mean, a troll on short. Yeah, I've seen him over there. You guys know that if you punch on the name, this is what I've been because I haven't had it happen to me yet. So yeah. Uh, so if you guys, if you see somebody trolling and you want to, just hit them and